Well, good afternoon YouTube, and welcome to the Grumpy Biker. I'm going to give you a 1 year review of this beautiful bike. This bike here is, for the ones who don't know, is the GS 850 GSA, which is the adventure model TE. It has all the toys, the bells, the whistles. Okay, right, I've had it 1 year. I bought it from BMW Glasgow. Previously I had the Triumph Tiger. Switched back to BMW. Got a great deal on the bike. It was an ex-demo and I only had 700 miles on the clock. Today, Sunday the 9th of February, I have 11,561 miles on the clock. So it's coming up for its 12,000 mile service, which will probably get booked in somewhere about March time, just before the decent weather starts and we can get back out in it. Had a wee run out in it the other day. Roads were pretty shitty, loads of salt everywhere. Took about 3 hours to scrub the bike clean again to get the salt off it, so it's not really worth taking the bike out at the moment. Right, my first year on the bike was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. I went so many places on it. All down the west coast of Ireland, all round Spain, right round big circumference of Spain, into Portugal, into Morocco. We'll not talk too much about that. Back into Spain, where else? Up the French coast, south of France, through the Pyrenees, through the Alps, French Alps, into Andorra, been all the way down to Sardinia, up the other side of Italy, well, down to Amalfi Coast, which was absolutely stunning. I've got to be honest, I think the Amalfi Coast was my best run. Absolutely loved it. Round the coast road, the cliff edge, the road, it was absolutely stunning, amazing. I highly recommend it. I crossed over to Albania, and then I cut all the way back up through the split, Croatia, into Switzerland, back up and through Germany, and all the way back home. So absolutely loved it. I took, the reason people are probably going to ask, wow, that didn't take 2 weeks holiday off work. No, I took 5 to 6 months off work, which was pre-arranged. The company that I worked for got bought over by a new company. The company that I worked for knew I had this trip planned, so they decided to let me go, which was really good. I totally appreciated it. And the new company, when they took us over, would only let me go if I came back and worked for them. So I said, yeah, I'll come back and work for you, it's not a problem, as one of the head van mechanics. So yeah, all good. Anyway, that's how I got the trip. Just to the grace of God, I worked for good employers. They understood I wanted to do the bike trip, and it was part of what I wanted to do. So anyway, right, the bike, the GS 850 Adventure. This is a 2023 model. I think they call it Talamata Green. To me it looks more of a bronzy colour. Beautiful colour, obviously. That's why it caught my eye when I bought it. Absolutely love the gold wheels, the gold suspension. I think it all sets it off. The bike itself is totally standard T model with all the extras on it, all the bits and bobs, the sat nav, the screening, heated grips, everything on it that you could ever want or whatever you ever need for a road trip. I'll give a wee close up on the bike soon. As I say, it went just over 11,500 miles. It will be due its service. I absolutely love this bike. Now I test rode the new 900 standard seat. Now I'm only 5'5", with a good pair of high heel biker boots on. So I run with the low seat on, and it is very, very comfy. The only thing I have done is put a small bit of sponge down where your bum crack goes, just to give it that extra little bit of more cushioning. But I'm 5'5", and on a good day and I can just get my feet on the ground. I have had it on its side once by me and once by the ferry company, but we'll talk about that later. The bike itself, I absolutely love it. As I say, I went to test ride the 900. I love the bike, I love the 900, I love the colour scheme on it, but could I justify paying all that money for something just with an extra, I think it's 10 brake horsepower? Not 100% sure. These are believed to have 96 brake horsepower, where the new one has 106, I think it is, maybe, or maybe slightly more, 110 maybe. So, but could I justify paying lots of money out for virtually the same bike? It's the same wheels, same suspension, same frame, same engine, everything. Couple of body panels different, side panels are different, but for that kind of money, no. This bike will do everything that his big brother, the 1200 and the 1250 will go. It'll probably go off-road better than the bigger bikes. So I didn't justify buying the 900. Lovely to look at, test ride was good, but no, not for me. The bike, there is absolutely no bad faults I can say about the bike after having it the year, apart from it is extremely top heavy. That is one thing I have noticed. When I go away on my trips, I try to balance it out as much as possible. I do the little walk round test, holding the back frame and all that, and try to feel the weight, but it is still incredibly top heavy. I slept in a petrol station in Spain one day, my foot hit oil or diesel and down I went. What a clatter. But there was no damage. I run soft luggage at the back and soft luggage on the crash bars, which I'll show you, and we'll have a wee speak about the bike closer up. But there is absolutely no negatives I can say on the bike apart from being top heavy, but it is what it is. If you want the bigger fuel tank and everything else from the 850 basic bike, then you're just going to have to put up with the weight issue. Right, I'm going to have a slug of my coffee. I'm going to have a wee walk around the bike. I'll show you around the bike, the luggage that I usually fit, show you a few extras that I've put on the bike, charging systems, charging plugs, etc. Screens, headlight protectors, the usual stuff that you fit on your bike, yeah. Right, wee slug of the coffee and then let's have a look. Right, so here's a close-up of the bike. Now, as I said about the colour, Kalamata green they call it, to me it's a lovely colour, don't get me wrong, it's an eye-catching colour with the gold wheels, gold suspension, stuff like that, but to me it looks more like a bronze. I wouldn't say it was Kalamata green, I would say more like a bronze. Anyway, right, let's have a look at the stuff that I've fitted to it. When I bought the bike originally, the sat-nav carrier was down here. I don't understand that, because you've got to keep on looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down all the time. So for me, it was better to move it just above the screen. And that's the first addition that I did. I stripped the bike down and I made the two elbow brackets in my work, fabricated it to mount the sat-nav. That was the first job I done on the bike. Okay, I've also fitted a Puig headlight protector. Puig, I think they call it, Puig. Obviously it's an expensive headlamp. I would not like to replace it if a stone happens to come up and go through it. Next thing I fitted was the yellow spotlight covers. I think they're pretty cool. When you see them on at night, they're brilliant. So it's just a wee flip up lens and you sit nice and tidy. They don't flap about because they're pretty tight. Yep. Next up was I took the original screen off. Didn't really like the screen, it was too small, getting a lot of wind buffer battering you about the shoulders and the helmet. So I've took it off and I've stuck a split Puig screen on it. It's now fully adjusted by these little clamps on the other side. It is now fully adjusted to, in fact that looks like it's fell down a wee bit. That'll need to be adjusted. I was just looking at yeah, that needs adjusted up. Right, anyway, The split screen, absolutely fantastic. It's great when you want to clean it as well. Just split it down, cleans no bother, and it assembles very easily. Okay, I fitted a couple of camera mounts. I usually run GoPro 9s, but they're pissing me off. So I'm going to be getting rid of them, and I'm going to switch to DJI. For the simple fact is, you can use them in Bluetooth, but the GoPro 9s you can't. And I can't be bothered with cables and wires and all that shit running out of my helmet. So I'm going to go wireless. Comes with just a standard BMW USB socket. There's a socket on the other side here, which I've just stuck a DIMM plug in it. The tank bag I run is a quick release tank bag. It's a shad tank bag. I think it's 4 litres, I'm not 100% sure, and that is it. It just fits on with the tank ring. I think with the ring in the bag, simple as that, one-handed. I think with the ring in the bag, it came to about £110. So working my way down, I've got 2 leads here. Sorry, there we go. Down the side, under the rider's bum, I have 2 little leads. The red and black lead you see here is coming from the battery. That's going to allow me to put a trickle charger on it or jump start it if need be. I'm not having to use it yet, but there we go. And the black one is powered off this cable as well, which runs up through the chassis into here. There you can see I've fitted a couple of USB sockets, a bit grungy looking on it to get the white Vaseline in that. So yep, and then from there I have a back box. It's a Dolomite box. I've wired it up inside so that it can run from here into the back box, charges all the batteries for the GoPros, charges batteries for torches, etc. when I'm riding. It's absolutely brilliant. So that's really just getting connected there, and at the end of the day just disconnect it. Where are we? Jumping ahead a wee bit. Right, okay, crash bars. The crash bars came with the bike, so they did. And I fitted Krieger. All my luggage is Krieger luggage. The Krieger OS system. One carries a small toolkit, and the other and a set of waterproofs. And the other side, always on the right hand side, is where I place my first aid kit. It's always got a first aid kit on the right hand side. So everybody that I ride with knows where the first aid kit is, regardless of who needs it, whether it be me or one of the boys. So there we go. The bike also comes with the standard BMW quick shifter, the adventure foot pegs and the adjustable gears lever, and it also comes with the adventure chain, which looks like it could do me a little scrub after the other day. I've got that greased today, scrubbed and greased up today. The adventure chain is obviously a hard wearing chain and stuff like that, so we are 11,500 miles on the clock. I think I'll be getting it changed soon. So the panniers I carry, as I say, are all Krieger. These are Krieger OS soft luggage, 100% waterproof. I used them through France in November during the thunderstorms. I got absolutely fucking soaked, but all my items inside the both bags were bone dry. Also came with all the back luggage frames. I think they're really for the hard luggage, but I've never had hard luggage. I don't like hard luggage, I prefer the soft luggage. And the one on this side, because of the exhaust pipe, is slightly narrower. I think one of the bags, the left hand bag, is a 38, no sorry, a 30 litre bag, and the one at the exhaust is a 28 litre bag. It's so that it brings it all in line with each other. Now BMW do the service and the maintenance work on the bike, but as a mechanic I like to do my own stuff as well. So when BMW service it, regardless of what the mileage, every 6,000 miles, sorry, every 6 months I service it as well. And I also do a new filter, air filter, water, everything. every 6 months. So the bike is well maintained by myself and BMW. And as I say, that there is just the first aid kit. Also comes with the adjustable brake peg, which is pretty handy. So I think that's about everything on the bike. As I say, the bike was pretty standard when I got it, just with 700 miles. So I've clocked up nearly 11,000 miles on the bike, or just short of 11,000 miles on the bike. Absolutely love it. Let me get my tea off the seat. Is it really worth changing up to the 900 when this bike will go and do anything? It's absolutely fantastic. Love it, absolutely love the bike. And I think for someone who's 5'5" on a good day, it's ideal. So there you go, that's the bike. As you can tell, folks, I live in the countryside. I have all the peace and quiet, all the A roads and all the B roads all round about me, and it's absolutely lush. Love it. So that's the bike. Went through a 1 year review. Absolutely love it, 100%. I'm going to keep it for a couple of years, another 2 years out of it, and then I'll probably consider its big brother. Don't know yet, but yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant to say the back carrier box is a Dolomite, but it's a GV frame which I took off my Triumph Tiger. I fucking hated that bike after buying it, but it's everybody's choice, isn't it, at the end of the day. And then I rebolted it using a couple of plates that I made in work and connected it all to the bike. Right, there we go, that is a bike. Let me know what you think about the bike. Right, so what's the plans for this year? Well, at the moment we're in February the 9th. I'm not 100% sure. I think I've covered enough miles throughout Europe, Spain, France, Italy and all these usual places. I want to start heading over towards Scandinavia. I have this bee in my bonnet to try and get as close to Russia as I can on one of my bike trips. Now, whether I head straight from where I live in Scotland, it would need to be down towards Newcastle, get the boat across to Rotterdam, and then it's going to have to be straight through Germany and all the way over towards Russia. I've got this thing where I have to have a photograph next to a Russian sign. I've got one next to the African sign, I've got one next to the sign for the desert, and all the other countries that I've been to: Spain, France, Italy, Portugal, Montenegro, Croatia, Albania. I haven't been down as far as Greece and Turkey yet. That might happen one day, but this year I'm not 100% sure. I would seriously love to go to Scandinavia and spend maybe 2 weeks running about Scandinavia, doing the usual: Norway, Sweden, all that sort of stuff, Finland, trying up to the Arctic Circle and get photographs taken there. One of the boys is going to try and meet up and we're going to try and arrange a trip for the summer. Have a couple of wee things with the family on holiday. I'm not married, I've got two daughters, and we're going to try and get our first holiday in about 7 years, so that's going to take priority over this bike. I need family time with the girls, and then I'm free to do what I want with the bike. So yeah, I'm thinking Scandinavia. I'm just waiting for my mate Paul. He rides a Honda DeVille. Nice looking little bike, love it. It's nice, looks like a baby pan-European to me, but I think that's actually what they are. Yeah, so that's the plans. Also plan to do the NC 500 again. The first time I did it, usual Scotland, pissed down the whole way around the trip, and it was miserable, foggy, pissing down, camper vans. So it was not enjoyable at all. But this time, this summer, hopefully I can get the NC 500 done. The other one I want to do is the one in Ireland. It goes down the west coast, Wild Atlantic Way, is that what it's called, I think? I'd love to do that. You know what? All my trips are done solo because I don't actually have a massive bike community. I do quite like. I'm a grumpy ex-squaddy, and I like the quiet. I like the peace, the quiet. I'm not really a people person. If I take to someone, brilliant. If I don't take to someone, then disastrous. But I would love to go on a group bike tour. So if anybody sees this video, hit me up. Let me know about group bike tours. Where people meet up to arrange all the trips so I can actually go on them. I do watch a few YouTubers. I watched Big Teapot, I watch him. I watch obviously, what do you call it, Itchy Boots. Who else do I watch? Girl on the Bike, I quite like her. There's only maybe about 4 or 5 people that I watch about bikes and bike touring. So, and I watched the Haggis Whisperer. He's got the exact same bike as this. And a wee story about the bike. I'm sure the Haggis Whisperer went in a couple of days before I bought this to look at the bike, because I'm sure somewhere he messaged me to say that was the bike he was looking at, and he wondered who bought it. Well, it was me, and I'm sorry, big man. But I watch your videos anyway, so make sure you like and subscribe to my videos. Right, anyway, so that's the plans for this year. Scandinavia, Ireland, all around Scotland. There's loads to see in Scotland, beautiful roads to see in Scotland in the summer. The only thing wrong with that in the summer, can't move for fucking camper vans. But hey ho, that is what it is, isn't it? Can't complain about it. Right, my 1 year review, top it off, the bike, absolutely love it. It's perfect for what I want to do. Never had any problems about it, never had any breakdowns, nothing. I've put some in it, I've put miles and miles on it, and I've thrashed its arse off over it in Europe. Never had any problems. Right, you heard me saying about the bike being on its side thanks to the ferry day company. Well, that was P&O Ferries. Now, I just ran about Spain and France through thunderstorms for 10 days. I got myself back to Bilbao, got the boat over to Ireland during the storm Bertie. You remember that? It was horrendous, horrendous winds. The boat was more out the water than it was in the water. Gets to Rosslare, bike hadn't even moved an inch. Didn't even move an inch. There was about half a dozen bikes there, not one of them were damaged, nothing. Batters it all the way up to Belfast. Ferry was cancelled due to the weather and the winds. Okay, I'll race up to Larne. Gets up to land. P&O, as shoddy as they are, were running during the windstorms. Gets the bike on the ferry, lashes it down. Well, they lashed it down, not me. They lashed it down, and I stood and watched them doing it, and I checked it. By the time we got to Cairnryan at Stranraer, the bike was on its side, smashed, front screen smashed, headlight guard smashed, lever, clutch lever, no sorry, brake lever snapped, mirror mount snapped, side panel broken, new one on it already. P&O Ferries decided that they were not going to accept any responsibility for tying down bikes, even though I showed them the video of the 2 Muppets tying the bike down. And I pointed out to them that the CCTV was right above us, and all they had to do was check the camera and see that they had lashed the bike down. So the moral of the story is, do not trust P&O to lash down your bike. From now on, the other day I bought 4 cargo straps, 4 yellow motorcycle cargo straps, and I will be taking them with me. I will be lashing my bike down. If it falls, then it's my responsibility. But thanks to P&O Ferries, I wouldn't even use you. I'd rather fucking drag the bike across the water myself on my back than give you money. So just bear in mind. If you're going to use P&O, lash your bike down. Take as many straps as you want to put your bike down, tie it down, because they're not interested. That was the answer I got. Anyway, rant over. They are assholes and they'll never be used again. Right. This will be my first wee video in a long time. I will make a few videos once I get back out on the road and the weather's a bit better. It's just, at the moment, I think it's 0 degrees. I was going to go up Glencoe this weekend, but it just got too cold and I thought, nah, I'm not doing it. Too much shit and salt on the roads, and you never know. You get to somewhere like Glencoe and you have snow during the night, you ain't coming back down the road. So anyway, I'm going to start making more videos once I'm out on the road. There is a wee motorbike cafe that has opened up just about 10 minutes from me, Loch Winnock. It's called Route 677 or Route 6770, something like that. I was talking to the girl the other day. They have music in it on, so I'm going to try and have a wee goosey in there one weekend, run down on the bike and have some grub in there and see what the atmosphere's like. Right, if you like some of the content that I'm going to bring around Scotland, Scandinavian areas, once the bike trips all start, I'm going to update all my camera equipment. I'll probably stick the GoPros that I have up for grabs, up for sale. Just get rid of them cheap. I'm finished with them, I don't even want to use them. I would rather have the DJI Osmo cameras, number 4 or 5, because they're all Bluetooth and I can attach the microphone in the helmet and I don't get any stupid wires hanging about. So that's what I'm going to upgrade. Right, so if you like the videos, hit that wee subscribe button for me, will you? Ring that wee bell or whatever it is you've got to do, and follow the channel and be a wee subscriber. You never know, when I update my cameras, somebody could buy them cheap off me. Give me a wee shout and I'll let you know, send me a wee message. Right, take care everyone. If you're out on the bike, wherever you are, I'll always say this, please be careful, alright, and watch out and take care. Remember, you always have a family to go home to, alright. Right, thanks for watching Grumpy Biker, Grumpy Old Scotty. I'm going to go and have my brew, put the bike away, and then chill out for the rest of the day. So take care everyone, and thank you for watching.